All right, guys. Well, I'm back today going over a micro EDC toolkit and some of my favorites that are being offered right now. We're going to start off by talking about the EDC pouch that I choose, kind of a very high value and budget version, a mid-tier, and what I would consider a more premium pouch. We're going to be talking about what we put in and the philosophy of use behind creating a micro EDC toolkit, starting with the size. What is a micro EDC toolkit? For me, it's something that could potentially fit in the back pocket or front pocket of your pants, slide into the center console of your car, maybe on the side of an ATV, a bicycle, something like that, and it's going to be tailored for your specific needs. I'm going to be talking about generalities today across the board on what a micro EDC toolkit is for me, and you might have to make some adaptations for your needs. The next thing I want to mention is if you just go up a step larger from a micro kit to what I would consider a small kit, you can fit a lot more things in there, but it's going to be a little bit more difficult to carry for an EDC type setup. Maybe a little bit harder to get on your bicycle or in your pocket or slide into a small compartment in your vehicle. This video will be coming soon of what I would carry in a mid-sized toolkit, but we are going to start off with the micro kit. Let's talk about the pouches themselves and then we'll move on from there. Now, this is a pouch that I grabbed on Amazon. I've been using now for a couple of weeks, emptied it out for this particular video, but these generally come in right at about $14. They generally sell for $30. They're on sale for $14.39, which has been the price that I've seen since I purchased this, but they do have some 5% off clickable codes. There's also some wax canvas EDC pouches I've been featuring on the channel for as low as $8 to $10, sometimes even cheaper. My favorites will be linked in the description below if you want a more classic look for your EDC pouch. The next one I want to mention is actually more of a premium pouch, slightly larger, but it's the Maxpedition Mini EDC Organizer, and I've really fallen in love with this one. You can get a lot in these pouches. They generally run about $30. They're on sale for about $15 as well. But this is about the largest I would carry. This is kind of pushing the limits of a micro EDC toolkit, in my opinion. Now, with that out of the way, this is going to be up to you, what kind of feel you want, what type of overall container or assortment you want inside your kit. But I'll start digging into some of the tools I include, starting with one of my new favorites, and that is going to be mini pliers. Now, this is something that my cameraman for my main channel brought out to the channel one day while we were working on some optics, and I thought, man, is that incredibly convenient. This is a Crescent brand, and this is a mini straight draw, dripped handle groove pliers. Now, these are 4.5 inches, so a very small and compact plier setup, which works out perfectly for something like this EDC pouch. You can actually slide this in with the head down, and it completely swallows up your pliers, and it's still incredibly thin, and that's almost the definition of what this kit is about. Now, these are great because they're these larger channel lock mouth openings that you can adjust to, or smaller channel lock openings. So if you want to do some fine plier tasks or open it up large, and for me, I really like keeping a set of these because there's going to be the square bolt nuts on optics down on the land that I'm going to want to tighten up or loosen up, or smaller bolts that I may have access to. This is so incredibly convenient across the board, and I find it much more useful than having a multi-tool with pliers. I don't generally use pliers. I might need to loosen a bolt though, especially with what I do on my other channel. This is going to be perfect for me. I've been using them now for a little bit and I've really fallen in love with them. So great spot on the pouch there. The next thing for me that I want to focus on is going to be kind of a screwdriver. For what I do also in the watch and knife world, I want some type of micro screwdriver that has bits that I'm going to be using. Now, this little micro screwdriver is pretty cool because it stores the bits inside the handle. Now, we've all seen something like this, but this is actually one that's pretty slick because it's a 4-pack with 8 bits. And it's got a magnetic head, and these generally sell for $8.99. They're on sale for 11% off for $7.99 for the 4-pack. So they come out to be $2 a piece. So if you are building out multiple kits, or you want to give some away as presents, or you want to keep some in different locations, this is incredibly convenient. The other cool thing is it's those standard micro heads. So if you want to swap it out with different Torx bits, you can also buy on Amazon for your specific pocket knives you're working on, or watches, or other small little devices. That's going to be incredibly convenient, and these guys are going to slide right in here as well. So you already have your micro screwdrivers here. If you want something a little bit larger but still compact and easy to use, there's another 4-piece set on Amazon that I found, and this is actually the Amazon Choice. It's a 4-piece screwdriver set, uses slightly larger bits, and you can swap it out between the larger bits and the smaller bits on this guy right here. So you can either replace this one, which I personally would swap out a lot of the flatheads and Phillips heads for Torx bits or Allen keys in this one, but mainly Torx bits, and you'll see why in a second. But this is also a great option that can replace that screwdriver, or it can be used as the main one. But again, these little EDC pouches are incredibly convenient to store a lot of these items. Now, moving along, there are going to be different options that I'm going to show you guys for pry bars, including this titanium pry bar that I purchased from Amazon. And all of these items, except for the flashlight, were purchased by me. This is made out of titanium, so it's going to be incredibly lightweight and durable, and it comes to a fine head either as a flathead screwdriver or mainly as a pry bar, but it also has a bottle opener built in. Now, I like this pry bar because it gives you a lot of leverage in a small area, and this is built incredibly nice and is finished nice. It also comes with this lanyard that you can remove if you want. Personally, I would probably take this off to add it to your kit, but it's nice that it's included. Now, this little titanium pry bar is great for a lot of different things, especially if you've ever worked on a car and you need to pop out some different panels or different things to access. Having that little pry bar is incredibly convenient. Also, having a pry bar in general is nice because I find myself going to my knife to pry open a wide variety of things that I probably shouldn't use my knife for. So this is nice to have. These generally sell for $20, on sale for $18.99. There's a 20% off active clickable code right now on this. And if you buy 3 or more, you can save 5% even more. So you're getting this close to about $14, maybe even a little bit cheaper. Just depends on the applicable sales on something like that pry bar. But if you don't feel like spending that much because you're not using pry bars all the time, there's a very interesting mini crowbar that I found on Amazon, and this is going to be made out of stainless steel, and it's a 4-pack of these guys right here, and this comes out to $6.49, so less than $2 a piece for this micro pry bar. This thing is rigid. I mean, incredibly rock solid, no flex whatsoever. It comes down to a fine point, has a true head on there to pry out nails and different things like that, and a spot for a lanyard hole in the back. This is what I'm personally going to be adding to a mini toolkit. I do like this titanium one, but this is just so cheap, so effective, so easy to use, and you can slide this in wherever you want in your kit or start throwing things into your zipper pouch right here. So again, for less than $2 a piece, right at about $1.50, a little more, you can get that. Next thing I want to mention is Allen keys. For me, I did not purchase any of these. Every time I buy something, it includes an Allen key. I keep a little baggie of these in every vehicle, every car, but it's nice to keep them in the toolkit. I saved the sizes that I use the most, and then I'm going to throw them in there in a nice little baggie. So that's kind of like a free or bonus item that would be in your kit. The last one I want to discuss is a work light, some type of handheld light that you can use for a wide variety of situations. And I like this one. It's from WUBEN. It's the E7. This one actually has a magnetic base, which is pretty cool. Grab another one of these. So if you're working on your car, you can throw that there, stick it on the side, and it's got a nice floodlight feel to it to where you can work. You can also stick that to the hood of your car, the side of your car if you're changing the tire at night. It's got a clip to clip on your vest pocket, plate carrier, a wide variety of things you can clip it on. Very easy mode of operation, and this thing gets blindingly bright down wherever you're going to be using this. Now, this little work light is 1800 lumens, 6 modes, super nice, rechargeable with the USB-C charging port at the top and a low battery indicator. These generally sell for $38, which can be a little bit steep for some, but it's on sale right now for $23.99 for a limited time deal. Plus, there's a buy two and save 5%. There's a lot of discounts. There's also some other WUBEN clip lights that I highly recommend, but this is going to be one of the larger items in the kit, but it fits in there nicely. So you guys can see, in summary, you can build out a nice little kit that's incredibly slim, can easily fit in your pocket with a few different items. There's a few different things that I didn't feature that I personally don't use, but would be really nice to add to a kit like this. And that is going to be some micro wire snips if you're into electronics and you're always working on something like that. Maybe some wire strippers are going to be incredibly convenient. An adjustable 4-inch wrench would also be pretty nice. And some other smaller tools can fit right into this pouch. But again, you'll have to tailor it to your needs. I just wanted to show you what I personally use. My go-to tools are going to be screwdrivers, small torx bits for the knives I work on. This wrench right here is going to come in handy to tighten a lot of those optics nuts that I use down on the land. And then I'm going to be using that work light as well as the Allen keys. So that's what I personally put in your toolkit. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. I really want to hear what you guys are adding to your kits. Please let me know because I want to make more videos about these EDC and tool related items, and I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one.